That's right. It's 10:30 in the morning at CSLDallas, and we are so glad that you are here to join us in community today. And we are a spiritual community located in the heart of Dallas, Texas. And we invite you to go deeper into spirituality, to learn universal principles and apply them into your life within this spiritual laboratory. And today we are joined by Dr. Petra, who will be showing us the universe is always already giving. So let's get ready for an amazing celebration full of music, message, and authentic community by centering ourselves with the CSLDallas music team.
You to close your eyes if you're able, if you want to at this time. Relax. Let's continue in getting centered. I invite you to release any thoughts of the day you created yesterday. I invite you to release any thoughts of the day you're going to create tomorrow. I invite you to open up to the day you're creating right here and now. The presence, the moment, the love that's received by you without your asking, that great love. That's the impulse for life itself, and the love that you can cycle through yourself and put out at everything you do and every person around you and every thought you have. For it's God's thoughts through you that are expressed when we see that manifestation occur. And in this centering, this rootedness, knowing the abundance of that love and everything else in your life that you receive automatically, and therefore you may give out equally so. I invite you to claim this as so by saying together, and so it is.
Love is all Good morning, CSL Dallas. In the room and around the world, I'm Darlene Franklin, and I am your platform assistant today. We're going to start with reading our purpose statement, which is radically inclusive, spiritually progressive, transforming lives. And so it is. So, let us discover the power of sisterhood and renewal at our annual Women's Retreat on Saturday, November 8th. Step into a sacred space designed for authentic conversation, spiritual awakening, deep connection, and shared inspiration with women and those who identify as women. This special day offers a unique opportunity for women to come together and reconnect with their innermost selves. Amidst the beauty of a tranquil oasis located in the heart of the city, participants engage in meaningful experiences that go beyond fun, friendship, and spiritual practices. Come as you are, leave refreshed, empowered, and uplifted. And this all-day retreat is held at the Spring Hill Retreat Center and facilitated by spiritual coaches Sherry Wood and Christine Volkmer. Visit our events page on our website and mark your calendar for November 8th. You won't want to miss this. You really won't. I've gone the last 2 years, and it was really a deep spiritual awakening experience. And it's not far. It's right there in the heart of, you don't have to travel for 2 hours, you know. You get to meet new people, and if you're new to CSL Dallas, I really would encourage you to come and join us, and as always, good food. Good food, always, always. So now let's get ready for more of an exciting morning with our music team, Candy, Glenda, Jamie, Patrick, Stephanie, and Willeen, along with our CSL Dallas band, Brad, Jonathan, and Matt.
Everything that I need to know about what life never get to introduce them. Here are J.L. Summers and Ann Fisher.
Thank you, Dr. Petra. All right, so I wanted to start out today to let you guys know, on Thursday, I could not talk. I was at work, I was in meetings, and my voice, oh my gosh, I was like, no, Sunday's coming. But I sent a prayer request to my Sangha sisters, including JL,
Yes.
and they immediately started treating for me, and here I am, strong voice, speaking to you all today. This stuff really works.
Yes, it does. Thank you, community. We are here because this is our month that we ask everyone to put in your pledge and commit to the center. And so we only do this once a year. So if you have not yet put your pledge in, which is just your promise of a specific amount, please do. Don't miss out on this opportunity. And I like the fact that we don't bother y'all for money every month, right? We get to focus on all of the rich spiritual food after this that is more stimulating to us, and it allows us to learn about these laws of prosperity, right? So please, 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 please get your pledge card in. I want to also encourage everyone, from a show of hands, do we know what in fellowship is? All right. If your address and phone number is not correct in fellowship, please update it for us. That is really important. It's how we get in touch with you. It's how you get emails from us. And it's also how we go online and pledge. So there is a link online. If you haven't done it yet, there should be a link where you can go in and put your pledge as well. So today we're going to hear a beautiful testimonial video. So
From a longtime CSLDallas CSLDallas members, Karen and Jeff.
yes.
I'm Jeff Fritz, and Karen and I have been members of CSLDallas since 2008. That's when we joined and started tithing and got involved in circles and sanghas and different courses. But why do we tithe? Well, the thing to me is that what we do is uniquely positive in this place. It's particularly in the area of attracting really, really remarkable people. I noticed that it has to do with the way that conversations go. I know Petra has done a fabulous job of teaching, modeling, something I think of as dignified vulnerability. And what it does with each of the people that pay attention, and you know, most of us do, it helps us to be really honest and respectful and real in our conversations. And that's what is so beautiful to me. I learn so much from everybody that I am in relationship with in our community. And so, you know, I miss you. I miss the place. I miss those conversations, but we will be back in the fall when it's cool. And your turn.
Well, I'm Karen Fritz, and I love CSLDallas, gosh, for so many reasons. But the main reason for me is there's just so much transformation that goes on among all of us. And that transformation happens in the classes, in sanghas, in circles, where, like Jeff said, we do speak honestly and openly in a very safe and encouraging environment. And somehow transformation happens. And whenever I walk in, I see so many faces that I know have been blessed with this community, with the connections, with the teachings, with everything that we stand for and everything that we do. And that's why I tithe, and that's why I think this is so important that you tithe as well, so that this work continues to grow and to prosper, so that many more people can get the opportunity to experience what we have.
So long.
So long.
All right, so now we're going to talk about our last two priorities for 2026. The first of those is growing our online community. So this is beyond our streaming every Sunday. We're building online community other days of the week through rituals, different experiences, and there is a wonderful online community team that is working together, and this is a wonderful priority. Looking forward to that. Our next one.
Is shining in our own backyard. So this is going to be a bold local outreach campaign where we will reach out, introduce our new minister, and send out cards to the neighbors in our local community. And I mean, think about it. If I found out about CSL from somebody in Baltimore, but how about if I got a postcard and I was like, wow, there's people who think like me. You know, there's people who I can come and gather with. So I wish CSL was in my backyard, but I think the people who get those postcards and look us up and research us, they're going to want to come and join this beautiful, amazing community. Another comment I want to make before we move on is if you, I think I told you guys earlier in this, is that I'm doing a class with the beautiful Christina on spiritual economics. And one of the highlights was, this is not magic, right? This is not magic what we do here. We are learning how to co-create with the universe, right? This is not a miracle that is being worked, but this is something that we can trust, the law of prosperity. So please do that. Trust the law. If at any time in this campaign you have to change your pledge because you got that extra blessing and you want to up it, you can. But guess what? Life happens. Sometimes you have to decrease that pledge. Sometimes you do. And when you do, that's okay. You don't owe anything. This is a commitment between you and the community. And so if things change and you need to decrease that pledge, decrease that pledge. That's why everybody's contribution is so important, right? Because where you might fall, we can pick you up, right? Thank you for picking me up when I needed. So we want to invite you all to stop by the table, talk with the prosperity queens that are up here. And please put your pledges in.
All right, so we want to finish, as always, with our pledge campaign goals. We, of course, will say the number and say and more. So our pledge campaign goal is
$840,000 and more.
And
205 pleasures and more.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, hi, good morning. Okay, this is a special song titled Abundance by Jack Fowler, and it's very wonderful. And rather than us sing it by ourselves, because whose abundance? Our abundance. So if you will join us, the words are there, and yeah, we got this. Here we go.
Abundance,
on now? Yes. Yay. All right. I thought I had the switch flipped, but apparently not. See, the universe is already always giving everything that you need. Your pack is not on. I love that, right? Everything that you need comes to us. Everything that we need comes to us if we are paying attention. And I am sorry to say, oh man, I still notice those moments where that little thought's way back here. And I think, not now. Can't do that now. No. What? No. How many times do we push it away? Push it away, push it away. You know, I was thinking about this talk. What am I going to... Do you know how many times I don't accept my good? Oh my God, I'm gonna just out myself. I'm embarrassed to admit, over the years, how many little gift cards for things I've received that I have not used. And of course, that's what they count on. But I miss out. Now, you do not have to raise your hand if you do the same thing. How many times has somebody offered, hey, I'll take you to lunch? No, I don't have time. Hey, do you need this? No, sorry, I don't think I need it. All the way, little tiny ways that the universe is giving to us, and we don't accept it. Somebody will need it more than I do. I was always taught that. Somebody will need it more than you do. The implied, subtle implication is that if you have your good, then somehow somebody else doesn't. Or there's not enough good to go around. So if you have your good, somebody's going to miss out. But the universe is already always giving. So we think about this. I think about this sometime, and I think about if you have love in your family, if you have children or grandchildren or a beloved brother or sister or parent or grandparent, right? And you have all this love, your partner, your family, and then another person enters into the relationship, another child, another member of the family, right? And you fall in love with them. Do you have less love to give the people that you've already been loving? I read a lot. And sometimes I get my great inspiration from really good novels. And years ago, I read a novel by a woman who doesn't really matter, it was one sentence. She said, my second child was born, and I realized that my love doubled. That has stuck with me. I can still quote it, right? I probably read that 25, 30 years ago. I don't even know what book it came out of, but I remember that sentence. The universe is already always giving. Always giving. And it doesn't run out, right? If you look in nature, nothing runs out unless human beings have interfered. Droughts end, floods recede. Even in the worst disasters, they all are for good. All that flooding, unless we have interfered, all that flooding actually restores the land. It's natural for those valleys to be flooded so that they are more luxuriously able to support whatever's being grown there. Over and over and over again, we see that the universe is already always giving. There are so many spiritual traditions that talk about the banquet table of life. The banquet table of life. And are we going up to it? Are we going up to it and taking from the banquet table? Are we standing there and saying, well, I'll only take a little bit because there needs to be enough for everyone? As if there weren't enough for everyone. Do you know in the last 500 years, the progress on the planet has been astronomical. In the last 10 years, the number of children that are living below the poverty line globally has dropped to like 8%. It's extraordinary. In the Dark Ages, in the Middle Ages, most of humanity, certainly in the Western culture, lived below the poverty line. The universe is always already giving. It's always present. It's always there. And it's our ability to see and receive and accept and take it, not just for ourselves, but then to turn around to be a part of that law of circulation, right? And it's always the way that we stop the flow. Either we don't take it or we keep it. There's this constant flow that we're a part of, but it can't flow through us if we aren't open to the good. So we talk a lot about giving. I was raised, it's better to give than to receive. I have given to my work, to my family, sometimes actually to the detriment of myself. Not because I believe in sacrifice or martyrdom or God's going to love me more because of it, right? We don't teach that. We don't believe that. But we also don't believe in giving ourselves away, giving only one-sidedly. It is actually a flow. It's a giving and receiving. I love this quote from Dr. Ernest Holmes. If we are to demonstrate that the divine givingness is a principle in the universe, then we must set up a receiving center. For no matter how abundantly the horn of plenty may pour its universal gifts, there must be a bowl of acceptance, a chalice of expectancy, or the gift is not complete. I was not raised that way. Maybe some of you weren't raised that way either. It's more blessed to give than to receive, right? And then we give ourselves away, and we give so much that we have nothing left. There has to be this flow of circulation. And that's why when I, realized once again I had been given a little $25 gift card, and it was still sitting on my counter. I've had it for 2 months, and it's still sitting on my counter. And it really made me stop and think about how many times has that happened? How many times have we gotten something really, really nice and then not used it for fear of it breaking, right? It's not for everyday use. It's not for everyday wear or tear. I told Karen the other day, I'm taking all the silver out of the closet and polishing it up, and I'm going to start using it every day. Why is it in the closet? I love that. It's my mother's, it's my grandfather, it's my father's, grandmother's, huge history. I can remember years and years of holidays. Feels like family to me. I have none. I'm now at the top. Everybody older than me has passed away. All the next generations, I should say, above me. I do have cousins that are older than me, but all the generations above me and older than Karen and I, they're all gone. The only what's generationally left is everybody our generation. What am I saving it for? What are we waiting for? Why do we not give ourselves the gift of beauty and these good things? It's just like it was I hate telling on myself, but there you go. Right? So these are the things. So you know what I found so fascinating? Sometimes people say, why do you always quote from Ernest Holmes? Can't you quote from anybody else? Well, of course we do. We quote from, the Tao Te Ching, and we quote from, lots and lots and lots of different people, contemporary and whatever. We're always looking to quote from, a whole spectrum of people. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go look for quotes on expectancy and acceptance. And all the quotes I found, and even from a spiritual point of view, I ended up putting that into Google. Let's give me some quotes from a spiritual point of view. All of them were about learning to accept what was and move on. Or, expectations aren't a thing you should have. I mean, unbelievable. I searched all of my favorite quote places. I searched some quote places I'd never even heard of before. I searched for spiritual quotes and sacred text quotes, and they all said exactly the same thing. The one quote that I found from another New Thought, Og Mandino and Norman Vincent Peale, I think it's Norman Vincent Peale, don't quote me on that, could be somebody else, was one that I found when I was a teenager. I made myself a little quote book of inspirational quotes when I was a teenager. I actually gave it out to my family. I can't remember who was the original author of it, and it was, expect the best, prepare for the worst, and take what comes. Right? Actually not a bad philosophy. Expect the best. Why not? Why do we always think this relationship isn't working, but it's the best I can do? We're afraid that what comes next is going to be worse. Why can't it be better? Same with our jobs or where we live or whatever it is. So expect the best. This is fundamentally what we teach. Prepare for the worst. Do not pretend that the human condition isn't the human condition. Don't deny it. But expecting the best does not mean we put blinders on. Doesn't mean we don't pretend, right? It doesn't mean we pretend. We look at the fact in the face and we expect the best. But we are preparing for the worst. We look at all the possibilities. We trust that the universe is going to help us through every single possibility that may arise. Because I'm sorry to say, while we may be co-creating in our own lives, we are not in charge of the universe. Stuff still happens. Might still rain on your picnic. Right? Do you have a contingency plan? Are you trusting that the universe will help you find a contingency plan? Expect the best, prepare for the worst, and then take what comes. Because you know what? Whatever comes in the moment, right now, it's history. Do you understand that? What has happened right now in this moment, there isn't a damn thing you can do about it because it's the product of the thoughts and feelings and attitudes and behaviors from the past. And what you expected and what you accepted was going to happen. Here it is. So now accept it. And the only worthwhile question is, what now? Where do I go from here? Celebrate if what is happening right now, accept what is, celebrate it. You're not taking anything from anybody. Celebrate your good. And if it's not quite what you wanted or it didn't come out the way you thought, well, this is clearly not the answer to the treatment. Keep moving. Take what comes, and then the question is, what now? How do I take it up? How am I going to be grateful? What am I going to move forward with? All of those things. Expect the best. Prepare for the worst. Take what comes. Take what comes. But you know what? That's actually not what we teach. It's a wonderful way of thinking about the world, but it's actually not what we teach. What we teach in our spiritual work is that we always do our spiritual work at the causal level. That's where our work is. And then we get to play in the sandbox of life. And we get to express and experience and respond to all the things that are going on and happening and how it manifests. But the actual intentional spiritual work is done purely in our consciousness. And that drives then the way that we walk around in the world. So we can expect the best, but if we're always preparing for the worst, all we're ever doing is thinking about all the ways we can manage what's not going to work. And we can spend so much time doing that. What do you think the direction is that we're giving to the universal law? There are going to be bad things that I'm going to have to manage. That's actually the direction that we're giving it. Do you see? So, Ernest Holmes quotes today, because I was appalled that I could find not really one quote that really talked about the power of expecting the good and accepting it. Because that is the other side of this law of giving and receiving. It is a circle. It is a constant unfolding. So I love this idea that there is a way in which we can move in the world that really allows us to, oh, let me just stop for just a minute. You know, the other thing, I was raised Roman Catholic in a Germanic family. Well, don't you have a big head? Don't you feel proud of yourself? I mean, that's what I was raised in. That's the kind of response. I had to learn as an adult to be not only gleeful about others' good, which my family did not demonstrate, right? It was always judgment about somebody else's good. Well, you know what's really going on behind the scenes is XYZ, right? You know all those stories. But to be gleeful about one's own, I was an adult well into my 30s and 40s when I really thought, wait a minute, this is the universe showing up as me. Why not be joyful about it? And that is the universe showing up as you. Why not be joyful about it? Children have such glee, right? Look at me, I can dive. Look at me, I'm jumping in the pool. Watch me swim, right? Because they want to be seen. So we want to see each other and we want to see ourselves. To have childlike glee in our good moves us into that place where we begin to accept. Yeah, good. It's not just that bad things happen. Good things happen too, right? And it's accepting that and not waiting for the other shoe to drop. All right, so what to do? What to do about this? So here you go. These are, I gotta find this, hang on. These are these fabulous, these are the instructions that come out of the science of mind. First of all, see, I have too many things going on. I'm just going to turn around and read it. Begin to fill your thought with the idea of faith, the expectancy of good, and the realization of plenty. It goes on to say, we sense and mentally see right action in our life. We put our whole trust in the law of good, and it becomes very real to us as we definitely speak it into our being and into the being of our affairs. We deny anything and everything that contradicts this realization of our truth. This is the spiritual work that we're doing at the level of consciousness, filling our thoughts with ideas of faith, expectancy of good, and the realization of plenty. Right? That's why, you know, you've all heard it, right? The classic way of expanding our consciousness about abundance is to literally try to imagine the number of grains of sand on a beach, and then multiply it by the beaches of the world, and then multiply it by the beaches on all the other worlds, in all the other galaxies, everywhere in the universe. It's an infinite number. There's so many ways you can do that. They keep discovering more and more and more and more and more infinite galaxies. Each galaxy has a ridiculous number of stars, right? And it just goes on and on and on. Nature's forever showing us the abundance of the universe. We just have to look and see it. And then expect that that is the part of the way the universe operates. It's always present. There's always enough. The only time there's not enough is when we get in the way. Number 2, work, not with anxiety, but expectancy. We tend to, especially when we're talking about money and prosperity and finances and jobs and, you know, IRAs and long-term retirement and whatever it is, we can often come to it with fear and trepidation. Like, I don't know how to manage my money. I'm not sure it's going to work out. Oh my God, the economy, look what's happening in the stock market. What about the job? Oh, people are losing their jobs in my field. On and on and on and on and on. And that creeps in to our consciousness. But our spiritual work is to work not with anxiety, but with expectancy. Thomas Troward, I love he calls it cheerful expectancy. Not a, I hope, not a grasping expectancy, but a cheerful expectancy. Why? Because we've filled our thoughts with realization of plenty. We have an expectancy of good, and we understand that we're trusting a universal law. Do you see? They begin to build on each other. So we do our work not with anxiety. Oh, I don't know how this is going to work out. Right, you don't. Get out of the way. This is not your job. That's what the universal law of cause and effect does. That's its job, is to figure out how to get from here to there. Your job is to expect good. You get to name what that good looks like. You get to name what it looks like, feels like, whatever it is, the outcome, the what. Doesn't have to be a thing, doesn't have to be money or a job, right? But a fulfilling life. However you want to define that, with cheerful expectancy. I don't know how, and so often, right? I don't know how this is going to work out. And then we back off. Or we have a delay. A door closes. And we think, oh, Spirit must not want me to have this. Spirit does not care. Spirit is giving you everything. Could you please just choose? If that door closes, that's simply because that's not the way this is mostly going to show up. If that door closes, choose another one. Find the other, find the open window. There is always a path because the universe is always plenty. And sometimes it's a good thing that door closes. We might have just dodged a bullet. Right? So we accept it as good. Oh, okay, well that wasn't it. That's not, the universe didn't want me to have it. No, that wasn't it. Something in the outpicturing of this process said, oh no, that's not it. Expectancy, over and over and over. I love what Michael Beckwith says, delay is not denial. Delay is not denial. But to be in that acceptance that that's true, right? We have to keep expecting our good, allowing it to unfold. And finally, I love this one. The law knows nothing about big or little. We must increase our expectancy. We must identify ourselves with more. Right? It does not know anything. Oh, so I love this. I love the way this whole quote, this is part of a big, long quote. We can make bigger buckets. We cannot make a bigger law. The law knows nothing about big or little, right? Gravity knows nothing about whether it's the earth or the moon, or whether it's the little tiny feather that you're dropping. Gravity doesn't know the difference. It's all being pulled, right? That's the law. The law of mathematics doesn't care whether you're doing 2 + 2 or whether you're doing an exotic calculus, quantum physics equation to, make a supercomputer. Do you see what I'm saying? The law has no idea about big or little. It knows how big the bucket is that we have, how big our acceptance is, how big our ability to accept our good and expect our good is. Since there is such a law and we are always using it, we are all receiving from life an objective equivalent to our inner mental attitude. That's what it means. It's history. Do you see? This outpicturing is history. It's to our mental attitude. So I really learned this years ago when I was really starting to move into Science of Mind. I was working on my first ministry. I was wanting for our community to grow. I was wanting for my own prosperity to grow. I wanted to have things begin to move forward, and I was working a lot. We had incrementally gotten a little bit, I felt like I had a little more prosperity, and I got a housekeeper because I was working a lot. And my mother, I was like 28, and my mother was like, oh, you got a housekeeper? She didn't have to say any more than that, right? And the message was received. So I noticed for the next 15 years, my prosperity kept finding a level and then dropping. Finding a level and then dropping. Growing, and I was excited, and then dropping, and I was like, what is going on? I am accepting my good, I'm expecting my good, I'm growing my bucket, I'm doing all this, and la 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 la. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I was mad. So I started really taking this into my spiritual work. What is it in my consciousness that is creating the limit? I have to take responsibility for it. It's not the economy, it's not the salary, it's not the center, it's not What is it in my consciousness that is creating the limit? And as I started meditating on that question, I heard my mother's voice. Oh, you have a housekeeper. Which had happened years before. And I identified that I was keeping my mother from being uncomfortable by not having a more prosperous life than her. It wasn't that I didn't believe in abundance. It wasn't that I was practicing giving and receiving. It was that there was this lingering cap. Do you see? Sometimes we make our spiritual work too simplistic. It's great when we're first starting out. Yes, if you feel like you have lack, think abundance. If you feel like you have ill health, think wholeness, right? That's great. Oh, these are perfect places to start. But as we start doing the work, right, we're building our mental muscle. We're building our ability to see the actual spiritual truth. We're building lives. And then these sneaky little things have the opportunity to reveal themselves. What's drawing your bucket? For me, it was my mother's discomfort and then consequent judgment that was the cap to my prosperity. So I did a lot of treatment at that point, not for more abundance, but that I would release my concern about surpassing my mother's prosperity. That I would accept my good did not take anything from my mother, or anybody else for that matter. That I wished for my mother as much abundance and good and prosperity that I wanted to have myself. I didn't want her to have the same cap. My mother was 69 when she called me up one day and said, "Oh, I want to tell you I have somebody cleaning my house. I love it." I did not say, "I told you so." I just want you to know I was very good. I said, "Good for you, Mom. Good for you." Right? But this is also our work. I don't want to be better than my mother. No. We want as much good for the people in our lives, for the ones we don't know, for everybody on the planet. We want as much good for them as for ourselves, and it's going to be their good, right? I like to travel. Somebody else is going to build a garden or build a business or what. Do you see what I'm saying? But we have to then work on our, if I get my good, what about you? All of those things are opening the channels, and building a greater acceptance and a greater expectancy. And these two things are the key: acceptance and expectancy. And what I notice sometimes when CSLDallas has been in a little challenging place financially or in our pledge program, different things have happened, I notice that I can also get tight. Where's it going to come from? Oh my God, how's this going to work out? Oh, people have lost their jobs. Oh, the economy. Oh, this. Oh, that. Right? And we can get, I think sometimes health and money are the two places that can activate our fear the most. Yeah. This is where the work is. Do you see? The moment our fear is activated, we recognize that we are relying on ourselves and not on the infinite. We are relying on what our limited ideas are and not on a universal principle. We are relying on our ability to imagine how it might work out rather than on this horn of plenty that is forever pouring itself into creation. And the work is to then remind ourselves of these truths that we can accept. And as Karen said, don't withhold. Give, accept, give, receive, give, receive. Do you see, it's a constantly growing cycle that we're engaged in. And it should be fun. Man, you know money is real. It's important, it's real. You can't play Pollyanna stuff with the money. What are you, fooling yourself? No, All that stuff all has to be cleared out and cleaned out so that we can move in the world, I love this. There should be a sense of joy in this work, a feeling of enthusiasm as well as conviction, a warm mental expectancy backed by a deep intellectual conviction, because you know what you're doing. You know the laws you're using. You know how it works. And an even deeper spiritual awareness. You see, that's why we have classes and we get together and we do all these things. So we can have that intellectual conviction, that spiritual awareness, and we can learn to have a warm mental acceptance. What does that mean? It means we know that the universe is always already giving of itself, all of itself into creation. And we are a part of that. A warm mental acceptance. God is not waiting for you to prove yourself to it. You are using the law to prove to yourself that the universe is an abundant place. This warm mental expectancy and acceptance, I love those words together. Not anxiety, but with joy and possibility and openness, right? We practice letting our entire body open, our cells stop clenching, our nerves to relax, because we're moving and working and operating in this causal level of spiritual truth. Don't let money be any different in your life than joy and peace and good and friendship and artistic expression and jobs and anything that you can think of, health and home and travel. It's all the same. It's all the same. It's all the human condition and the human experience. It's all the same. And if we can find anywhere in our life where we can do the work with joy, we can transfer that experience to an area that maybe we have a tendency to become anxious or fearful or clutch a little more. Or maybe in those areas where we're actually not accepting our good. So I'm going to close with this. I love this quote. What great joy should accompany everything that we do? An expectancy, a love for the universe and its love for us. Love everything. Praise everything, right? Look for the good and praise it. There is a laughter of God. Let's laugh it. There's a song of the universe. Let's sing it. There's a hymn of praise. Let's praise it. There is a joy, a beauty. There is a deep, abiding peace. Let's experience it. So it is.
Awesome stuff. Yes, I like pizza. Glenda doesn't like cheese, and she's going to just welcome me to have that pizza. Yes, I affirm that. Now's the time for our offering. Please give generously to the work of CSLDallas and be a force for good in the world and in your own life. Let us read our affirmation together. Today, I joyfully expect and accept complete prosperity is mine. My good flows to me from all sources. I know the truth that our good is forever flowing and manifesting in our center, our community, and our world. And so it is. Remember, there are many ways to give online by sending a check or putting it or cash in the basket that is being passed out now. We welcome everyone who is visiting with us today, whether online or on campus. If you haven't received your free gift yet, please chat with one of our greeters, and they will be happy to give you one. Inside, you'll find a Connect card. We'd love to stay in touch, so fill this out to be connected and learn about all our events and activities. For you online, a link is posted now in the chat so you can get connected too. Once you've filled it out, a free gift will be heading your way. Soul Science is back. Friday, November 7th, starting at 7 p.m. This event features light yoga, sound bowls, guided meditation, and a mind map exercise to process and explore your soul self needs. The guided meditation portion is live streamed and offer engagement through Zoom, hosted by our online engagement team. This allows our online community and people around the world to experience this magical evening. Our very own AV team is offering its largest event yet by taking the stunning visuals and sound bath homes here by moving it into our sanctuary. Tickets are on sale now for $49 per person, and a special duo pass for only $78 for 2 people. Visit CSL Dallas to get registered and immerse yourself into the presence of your soul. Willeen Dunn. Oh, there.
Hi. November 9th, I'm doing a class on that, the teaching symbol. Lots of new folks here have asked me, what is that? So look up and see it. That is our teaching symbol, and what that is the creative process. So by planting the seeds of the things you desire, it goes into the law, the soil, and it produces what it is you desire. And everything that Petra said today, that teaching symbol will support you in manifesting your good. So come join me. It's a love offering. I want everybody who wants to know more about how to create and demonstrate in your life to be in this workshop with me on November the 9th from 12:30 to 3. Lunch is provided, and we'll have a good time talking about how we can manifest together and manifest the things we want in our lives by using our teaching symbol. And that is the creative process. So we'd love to see you there. Register online. There's an email that was sent out this week. It has the registration link in it also, and I look forward to seeing you.
So let us stand as always. It's a joy in community, being in community with you, and we are able to, okay, let's just sing our way out.